this. Let's do it.
Well, man, I really appreciate you coming on, man. Take some time with me, man. This podcast is Just Ask Coach. And what we do is we interview ordinary people doing extraordinary things, man. So we're real excited to have you on. Very excited to learn about your upbringing in Baltimore and what brought you to Westchester and how you got
Whoa,
here.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Okay, talk to me. Talk to
I'm
me.
not from Baltimore, nah.
You're not from Baltimore?
Mm-mm.
Where
I'm
you
from
from?
Prince George's County.
Huh? Go
Prince
ahead.
George's County.
Prince George's County. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell the people. Let us know what's the difference.
Yeah, I mean, I don't got no disrespect towards Baltimore.
Right.
I got people out there, but the way how we just do stuff is just way different.
I got you.
So like since we closer to DC, we kind of like move how DC people move.
I got you.
And then Baltimore, they just their own thing.
Okay.
Like if you ever heard the DMV, it's like DC, Maryland, Virginia, Baltimore's not part of that.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Do this. Let's do it.
Okay. So tell me what got you involved in basketball?
I grew up with a ball in my hands. My dad already knew what he was doing when I came out. So
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Uh-huh. Was your dad a hooper?
Nah, actually I'm one of the only hoopers in the family.
Okay.
Yeah, so my dad, he ran track and played football from I'll say like middle school to college at Frostburg. He in the Hall of Fame for that.
Nice.
Then I got three siblings. I got a sister. I think she ran track, if I'm not mistaken, but she didn't finish college. My brother, he ran track and field at University of Maryland, finished his term up over there. And then my other brother, he ran at University of South Carolina.
Okay. So a family
Hmm.
full of athletes, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah. And then my
Athletes.
other cousins, they played basketball, but not at the college level, except for my two cousins, Cottrell and Naeem.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So tell me, where do you fall as far as your brothers and sisters? What place are you? Where
Oh, I'm
you?
last.
Oh,
I'm
you
dead
last? Okay,
last.
you're the
Yep.
youngest.
I'm the last
Okay.
stop.
Yeah,
Like the age differential is pretty huge.
okay. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So tell me, you went to I see you went to high school at what is it, Riverdale Baptist? Yeah,
Riverdale Baptist.
did you finish there? Did you go there all 4 years?
Nah, I actually went there for my senior year.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so the first school I went to was DeMatha Catholic.
Okay.
Yeah,
The Mather. Okay.
big
Very,
DeMatha.
very, very well known uh, in the basketball world around the country, not just in the DC Baltimore area, but very well known Estige program. And what brought you there?
So my brother that ran track and field at South Carolina,
Okay.
my dad sent him to DeMatha.
I got you. I got
So just growing up around DeMatha culture and all
you.
that
Uh-huh.
stuff, like as a kid, and then all my friends, like, oh, where we about to go to school, DeMatha. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it. They got a great basketball program. I remember growing up and going to games and then watching people like Victor Oladipo, Quinn
Yeah.
Cook,
Yeah.
Jeremy Grant, DJ Harvey, who's some other faces? There's a lot of people that didn't came through there. Like Chase Young was on the team with Markel
Yes.
Fultz. I have to remember I watched the game where Markel Fultz and Chase Young was playing against Gonzaga. It was a packed game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's great. That's
And
great.
Chase Young from the NFL, by
Yeah,
the way.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah, yep, yep. Very familiar with Chase Young and very familiar with the Matha culture in the basketball world.
Do this. Let's do it.
So tell me about like your childhood growing up from like middle school to uh, elementary school and what led you to the Matha pipeline.
Uh, in terms of basketball, or just
Yeah,
life.
just in general, because I think there's more to it than just the basketball piece, and we want to hear that part of it as well.
So I always like since a young kid, like I want to say like maybe like K4, K5, was always playing basketball. So like I always be playing on teams and whatnot. But I didn't start playing AAU till like middle school, fifth grade. And I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't the best,
Right.
but I always loved basketball. So like that just stuck with me through life. So I want to say like maybe like eighth grade. Eighth grade year, I was choosing between like going to Wise. My mom wasn't going with that. This is public school. My mom never sent me to public school. I've been in private school my whole life, so my mom
Wow.
wasn't
Wow.
comfortable with that. Yeah, so
Uh-huh.
Wise, Eleanor Roosevelt, and then DeMatha.
Okay. Okay.
So, but yeah, I was just telling her like, all right, like I used to have I used to steal my brother's clothes that he got from DeMatha and just be wearing it around middle school and just be like, yeah, I want to go to DeMatha, I want to go to DeMatha so bad.
Mhm.
So,
Wow.
yeah.
Do this. Let's do it.
So you told me that your dad was the one that kind of structured your athletic prowess. Tell me who fueled your uh, zest for academics.
My mom. My mom don't play that about no grades. Look, even now today, even when I'm about to graduate, she still
Yeah,
be on me about it. She be like, "How you doing in classes?"
yeah,
And
yeah,
then when
yeah,
she hears certain answers, she be like, "You sure?"
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
What's your mom's name?
Merle.
Merle. Well, shout out to Merle. You
Mm-hmm.
know, shout out to Merle. I know we always give a lot of credit to our dad, but shout out to Mama Merle because you can tell that she definitely invested in yourself, and I'm pretty sure your other siblings.
Do this. Let's do it.
And through Riverdale Baptist, you went on to Radford University. So tell us about how that transition went. Tell us about you being recruited, other schools that might be interested in all of those things like that.
Mm. That's a I graduated 2020, the year of COVID.
Okay, okay,
Yeah, so I mean, let's say my summer between junior and senior, that's when I transferred from the Mather to Riverdale.
okay,
And the
okay,
reason why is because uh I mean, so the people we had on my team at the Mather, like Hunter Dickinson that plays at Kansas right now. You got Earl
okay,
Timberlake that play at he play at Bryant right now. You got I think they had Jordan, what's his last name? Hawkins. Jordan Hawkins that played for the Pelicans. They had
hmm
him coming in. They had a lot of names over there. Like Justin Moore, Jameer left that year.
okay,
Josh Wallace that played for the Rams was leaving that year as well. We had a packed team, I'm not even gonna lie. But basically I played for a AU organization named DC Thunder, and then
okay,
yeah, Tracy, Troy Weaver. Troy
hmm
Weaver's hands in that organization, but they don't do anything no more.
right,
You got Ice, Coach Ice. He best friends with
yeah.
PG County legend
Troy Weaver, who is GM for uh, is it
Wizards.
OKC maybe?
He was for OKC, then
Okay,
Pistons, and now he's the senior, I want to say, advisor for the Wizards.
okay, yep, very
Yeah,
familiar.
so
Yep,
and then yeah, Coach Ice is best friends with our PG County legend Lenny Bias.
okay.
Yeah,
God bless.
so yeah,
Yep.
so I got plugged in with them. And then they was just basically telling me like if I want to increase my recruiting options and stuff like that and my looks, then you should probably go to another school where they're gonna allow you to grow.
hmm
So I kind of listened to them and then went to Riverdale Baptist.
Do this. Let's do it.
Okay,
But then
okay,
my whole senior year, like it was kind of up and down, kind of shaky. Like I feel like I probably just wasn't as focused as I was or as I was supposed to be. And then on top of that, COVID hit and then it kind of took everything out. So like I ended up having to walk on to Radford.
okay, okay.
Yeah, so I had to reach out to them and
hmm
they'll be like, yo, like I want to play basketball for y'all, but we gotta figure out the money part to that.
Right, right, right. So for all those people that's going through that process right now with the recruiting, I know it's totally different with the transfer portal and all those things. How important do you feel it is to be on the right AU team or the right high school team during this whole process of being recruited by colleges? And I'm gonna say Division One because I know that's the goal of everybody. But what do you think the process should be or should have been differently for yourself?
I feel like it depends on what the player considers right with the right team. So
Mm-hmm.
like if the player just wants to be on the team just for the name and not just, you feel me, to go put in some work or get some looks or recruiting just to like prolong their basketball career, then they looking for the wrong thing. But if you want like a team and you good and they get some exposure in terms of like playing the EYBL tournaments or three stripes or premier for the UAA brand, then yeah, that's something you should look into. Like I say to start off earlier, because we used to have a joke about team takeover where you ever heard team takeover?
I'm very familiar with them. Yes, I
Yeah, we
am.
used to have a joke about team takeover where if you're not playing with them at 5 years old, you're not gonna make the team.
Right, right. Yep, yep. It's
Yeah, but they a prolific program though. It shows every year.
yeah, for
Them,
sure.
Durant,
Yep.
New World, Premier, Thunder, but we stopped after my year. Who else? I'm probably missing a couple others like Melo,
Yep.
BBC, but them is like Baltimore teams. So
Yep. Definitely for sure. Definitely for sure.
yeah,
Big time programs. They put out players consistently every year. And like you said, if you're not playing for them in the fifth grade, it's gonna be hard for you to make those teams.
Do this.